Good morning. My name is Christian Reese, and I work for the City of West Palm Beach Fire Rescue. I'm a fire inspector and also a fire investigator. What does that mean? It means I am here to help you prevent fires, and if there is a fire, I'm here to help you figure out why it happened and to prevent it from happening again. My department, which is the City of West Palm Beach Fire Rescue, handles many different functions. It provides mutual aid, it provides help to neighboring facilities, and departments like Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, Boynton Beach Fire Rescue, and besides helping other cities, we also provide fire suppression, emergency response, emergency medical transportation, fire inspections, fire investigations, public education, community outreach programs, and we staff over 230 different individuals. And we respond to over 2,700 calls annually. What does this all mean? It means we like to help out our neighbors. And not just help out our neighbors, we also like to help you guys out. And in case of fires and other emergencies, we have a lot of people to help you guys out. The purpose of my fire safety message today is to keep our community safe by helping families stay safe during fire emergencies. I chose to do this video because at times we forget how important it is to know what to do during an emergency and to have the proper safety equipment readily available. Here are some facts to keep in mind. In 2017, there was over 499,000 structure fires, with over 72% of them being residential facilities or homes. Also, in 2017, there was over 3,400 civilian deaths, with over 77% of them occurring in homes. And remember, finally, there is a fire every 24 seconds. And as we saw earlier, most of these fires occur in homes. Now, you guys may be thinking, just because you are young and that you go to school, that you do not have any responsibilities when it comes to being safe. But in fact, this is not true. Everyone must play a role with keeping everyone safe within the home. If you see something, you must say something. Let everyone at home know if you see smoke, hear weird noises like crackling or popping, like firecrackers, something like that. And if you smell something burning, like when mom burns the eggs and breakfast, stuff like that. And make sure that when you tell everybody, then you get out. Once you make, once you're out, make sure you meet at your predetermined location with your family. This way, your mom and dad can make sure that they know that you are where you're at and that you're safe. Because sometimes if they can't find you, they may assume you're back in the building and will go looking for you. When they do that, they could get hurt during the fire, get injuries, or get burned. Now remember, there is nothing inside your house that's not replaceable besides you and your family. Dolls, TVs, Game Boys, everything can be replaced. But you cannot be replaced, your brothers cannot be replaced, your parents cannot be replaced. Now, during a fire, it's also important to remain calm. And to help you remain calm, you should have an emergency escape plan. This emergency escape plan will help you remember how to get out of your house when there's a fire, the exits. You can use a front door, a back door, windows, whatever it is you need to get out, but you just gotta make sure you can get out. But don't just create the plan, you also gotta practice it. Practice it with your parents, once a month, maybe every couple of months, and that way, when there is a fire, you can get out. Now, at times, there are other emergencies. Sometimes you can get cut or bruised. If you do get these injuries, talk to your parents, and your parents can help you if you have a first aid kit. If you don't have a first aid kit, they can take you to the doctors, or you can call 911 if you're seriously injured. Now, if you're home alone, don't wait for your parents to come home. Call 911, because you don't want to wait till your parents come home, and by then you are seriously injured or seriously ill. So make sure you call them as soon as you can before you get seriously injured. Also, ask your parents, where is this fire with your first aid kit? If you don't have first aid kit, please urge them to get you one. They're relatively cheap. You can get them at Walgreens, Walmart, Target, so and so. Now, did you know that when you're asleep, you cannot smell the fire? Of course not. You can't smell fire when you're asleep. You're asleep. That is why we have smoke alarms, such as these. You have them in your bedrooms, in your living room, in the hallways. And these smoke alarms, they go off when they detect smoke. Now, if you ever do detect smoke in your house, when you wake up, make sure you crawl down to the ground and crawl all the way over to the door. Once you get to the door, you can enter the house, and that way you can avoid inhaling smoke. Once again, ask your parents to show you where they're at, and if you don't have them, remind them to get some. Home Depot, Lowe's, once again, Amazon. Now, don't just have them, also make sure you remember to change up the batteries. You change the batteries twice a year. Normally, you change them out at daylight savings times. You know, that's that weird time of the year where you wake up either a little earlier or a little bit later than usual. That's when you change up the batteries in the smoke detectors. The last piece of equipment you should be a fire extinguisher. This fire extinguisher, now it's important to have. You shouldn't use one. You should leave it up to your parents. Your parents will know how to use it. It's only located in the kitchen or in the garage in case of a fire. A small fire, they can try to put it out. If it's a larger fire, obviously they're calling 911, or if they fail to put out the fire with the fire extinguisher, they should call it 911. These ones, again, Home Depot, Walmart, they're not too expensive. You can get one. And finally, if you ever catch fire yourself, make sure you stop, drop, and roll. This will help put out the fire and help you from getting further hurt. Now, to recap, what do you do if you wake up to smoke or fire? You get down low and crawl to the door. What do you do if you're on fire? Stop, drop, and roll. What do you do once you're outside your home? Wait for your family at the prearranged meeting point. If you need help with smoke detectors, smoke alarms, fire extinguishers, first aid kits, emergency escape plans, stop by your local fire station. There's plenty of firefighters or myself who can help you out, help you determine what to buy, where to place things, such and such. Also remember, the internet's a great resource to have. The NFPA website, the United States Fire Administration, also has a lot of resources for you to help you understand what to do during a fire and how to prevent fires. And finally, my biggest piece of advice that I can give you is to get out quick before the smoke gets thick. Now, it may sound silly, but it could really help you one day. It could help to save your life. Thank you for your time and have a great day.